Go in.
That's more hard line.
This.
Yeah, there's water running.
No, what the?
Yeah,
What is that?
for sure.
That is not good. Dude, he shot.
He's dead. I don't know if he's shot or not. He's dead.
16 Senate squad up here.
I certainly won't forget it, being my first day here and my first homicide. Definitely the images that I saw that day will, forever stick with me.
What first looked like a brutal homicide turned out to be something far more twisted than anyone imagined.
The only thing that he said, he thinks that he killed somebody.
What kind of shoes did he get arrested with this morning?
Red chucks.
He said, if something were to happen to me, you know who did it.
Someone was trying to stick him, so he grabbed a knife and stuck them.
Obviously, this was a brutal scene.
You didn't tell me that either.
This was going to be my last homicide case before I retired. And it was slipping through my fingers.
205 and 226.
5.
Can you do a welfare check on the number 401? You're just going to check on Maurice Goins, who has not been seen or heard from in a week.
You guys just stay there on the west end. We'll take care of it on this side.
Okay. Front just was at the front counter. He's going to meet you there. Yesterday, his employer called saying he hadn't shown up to work.
On August 6, 2017, officers in Ohio were dispatched for what seemed like a routine welfare check.
It was a Sunday morning. I was with Patrolman Somerville. It was his first day on the job, and I was his field training officer. We got the call and assumed it would be a simple welfare check, make sure everybody was okay, and go from there.
Maurice Goins, a 53-year-old man who hadn't been seen or heard from in over a week. Maurice's friend Morley, the one who reported him missing, met the officers when they arrived.
He called me every day. Last day I heard from him was Monday night. Was the last day. He lives in an apartment right here. That door right there, apartment 4.
Come on over here.
But yeah, hit this button right here. I've been ringing it.
Number 4A?
Yeah.
Can you get us in here?
I mean Thursday.
You want to grab his info? You can just wait in the hallway for a minute.
Stop me.
That's downstairs?
Yeah, all right.
To the left?
Yeah, the black door.
Officers knocked on the door but got no response.
Hello? Lakewood Police? Hello?
Got that?
There's nothing really to...
Nope.
Number 5 will be here on the way to South Detroit.
Go in.
That's more hard line. Yep.
Die.
We're in front of 1433. Where's the other end?
Police department!
After several unanswered calls, officers entered the apartment by climbing through a window.
This.
Yeah, there's water running.
No, what the?
Yeah.
What is that?
I'm sorry, 5. You were on the other half.
Yeah, just be careful when
Okay,
you step.
just here.
That is not good.
Did you get that? Here, let me step across.
Go ahead. Good.
Yeah. Check the water out.
Upon entering, the officers were confronted with a gruesome scene. A large quantity of blood covered the kitchen and floor.
Dude, he shot.
He's dead. I don't know if he's shot or not. He's dead.
16 Senate squad up here.
Okay.
Dude, I don't even know if I should even touch that. Come over here. You started seeing the... When I came down through here, I turned around, hopped down. I see this, and there was blood dragging.
Officers found Maurice's body in the bedroom, face down, stabbed 13 times with a knife lying near his head.
19.5 inches. That's to the end of the handle.
Of a knife handle.
Yep.
Write this stuff down.
It almost looks like this is how it was.
The living room sofa was the site of a violent altercation, which left behind a gruesome, blood-soaked crime scene.
I was just saying, I don't think these pillows move, because you can see there's blood here and there's blood here, but there's no blood underneath this cushion beyond where this was. Yeah, I think everything happened.
Among the blood and chaos, officers discovered distinct shoe prints consistent with Converse Chuck Taylor All-Star sneakers. Officers located a wallet in the living room.
What's this guy's name?
Maurice Goins. That's it, Goins.
Maurice Goins was the kind of man everyone liked to be around. Soft-spoken, dependable, and always ready to help. But behind the quiet of his apartment, something unthinkable happened. What started as just another day would end in a tragedy that no one saw coming. The investigation commenced with an exploration of Maurice's life and relationships, beginning with Morley, the friend who reported his disappearance.
What kind of relationship you got with this guy? How do you know him?
We used to work together many years ago. Because I don't work there anymore. I met him through there and we stayed constant. Like, we was friends, like, we talked and everything like that on the phone and stuff. He used to go watch them play baseball and stuff like that.
Okay.
Morley claimed to be a friend and former coworker, but his nervous behavior immediately raised suspicion.
No reason someone would want to come over here and rob him, steal anything from him you can think of?
I know he had a flat screen TV in the living room, I know that, and that's all I think he had, really.
Even though there was no way to actually suspect him of committing this crime, we documented his shoes, the size of his shoes, photographed him, what he was wearing, and just made sure we documented what he had in the event something were to change where maybe now he became a suspect.
Investigators discovered a red walking cane hidden under the couch, and a perplexing detail about the TV also came to light.
That seems to match this, like, stereo down here.
It's a Panasonic TV remote, so I'm assuming your missing TV is a Panasonic.
An elderly woman among the interviewed neighbors reported witnessing a white man carrying a TV from the apartment.
Just a shame that it happens, you know?
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah.
He was carrying that thing on. I guess I never gave it no thought. I just assumed the guy was selling it, you know?
Right.
So the guy that you saw, was it a white guy or a black guy?
He was a white guy.
Okay.
There you go. Just have a seat on the blue chair. I'll be right there.
Officers questioned a maintenance worker nearby, but he said he hadn't seen anyone carrying a TV that day.
Well, specifically, what I'm trying to jar your memory on is that she's downstairs doing laundry when the problem occurs with the hot water tank, and that you come there to kind of check things out, and she's in the laundry room the same time you're in the laundry room there with her. She says at that particular time that the two of you were there in the laundry room, some male comes out of Mr. Goins' apartment carrying a television.
That didn't happen.
That didn't happen?
Nope.
You didn't see anybody come out with the television?
I was there even after she walked away. There was nobody in the hallway that I know.
Morris's autopsy showed a total of 11 wounds to his head and neck, 3 to his chest, and defensive injuries on his hands.
So you're here to talk about Mr. Goins?
Yes. So I have information. I don't know if it will be useful or if it won't
Everything's
be.
useful.
Right.
Morris's workmate received a call for an interview.
With him, we were really close. You know, he would come in and he would tell me about his personal life and his life with his unofficial boyfriend. And you know, we'd share stories back and forth. And one thing that really stuck out to me and that bothered me was speaking of the situation and the situation with him and his unofficial boyfriend and his unofficial boyfriend's wife.
What's his unofficial boyfriend's name?
Morley, who had initially presented himself as a friend and reported Morris missing, was revealed to be Maurice's unofficial boyfriend.
He used to come up here and there, but there were several times when we were speaking and we were speaking about like, oh, if, you know, his wife never found out. There were several times jokingly he said, you know, if something were to happen to me, you know who did it. So that really stuck out to me. And as I kept thinking, I just kept imagining his face and him saying that, and it really, really bothered me. And he made that comment more than once.
Now, why would he say something like that? Was it because their relationship was violent?
No, it was because nobody knew about their relationship. And I could sense from him that he knew that it was a risk that he was taking. But it just really concerned me. Now that this had happened, it makes you think that that could be a motive for
Absolutely,
something to happen to him. And then I kept thinking like, okay, well, what if I'm the only person that knows about his relationship?
Right.
So I really felt that it would be useful to at least come talk about it.
There's some truth
to
it.
Exactly. Like, they don't say it just because, they say it because they know some type of risk is involved in what they're doing.
The investigation closed in on Morley as the prime suspect.
But I appreciate you volunteering coming back in, because we got clear some things, or just get your story in. You said you talked to him Monday night.
I talked to him Monday night.
Not judging here. You and Mo were partners, sexual partners.
Yeah.
You guys, okay?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that either.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, you forgot to mention that's I just want to confirm that.
Yeah, but since I got married last August, we just was like best friends on the telephone.
You didn't hook up too much after you got married.
Yeah, we never hooked up too much after.
Did you though? Did you hook up at all after you got married?
No, after I got married.
Investigators turned to another friend of Maurice.
Can I get outside for a second? Come outside. We don't want to talk in front of everybody, actually.
I'll meet you out back.
Okay. All right. Side door? Okay. All right. You know Maurice?
Yes, Goins. Why?
He's passed.
How?
Somebody did him. My question is, when's the last time you talked to him?
Oh.
This is why we don't want to talk to you inside.
I haven't heard from him and I wondered why. Holy. Oh my God.
Investigators bring her in for questioning, and she brings her son along.
We're shooting in the dark here so far.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So we're kind of still trying to figure things out. So maybe fill in some of the blanks, fill in some of the holes and some background and stuff. I'll tread lightly here because of the present company.
Yeah.
We have since learned that he had multiple friends.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was a multiple
Okay.
friend person. There was one, a dude in a truck.
She told the investigators that the guy first name was Dan, and she would recognize him. Investigators called her back the next day to identify the man in the surveillance video.
Basically what I have is just a video of the vigil, and all we want you to do is just kind of, if you could just tell us who you know that's in the video, kind of a thing.
That's me.
That's your son, right?
That's my son, yeah. He was a big part of his life. That is...
There's a part where it zooms in, so we'll just go to that.
Where are those two guys?
That's his ex.
Who's ex?
Maurice's.
Do you know when the last time they were, like, an item?
It's been a while.
Investigators found a man named Den whose shoes matched prints from the crime scene. However, he declined to cooperate with the detectives. Detectives bring his girlfriend in for questioning.
Are you aware of that something happened in the building?
I know somebody died.
Right. Do you know anything about that?
No, I didn't even know it happened until I came home that day.
Anything out of the ordinary going on with him that you're aware of? What kind of shoes did he get arrested with this morning?
Red Chucks.
Detectives were convinced they had found the culprit, but a call from the crime lab changed everything. The lab revealed that the footprints were not of Dan, which left them without any leads. The case's investigators came across a breakthrough 10 months after the event.
I'm Detective Miller. I've talked to you on the phone. This is Detective Lienza, my partner.
All right.
They found out about Maurice's death from someone inside the prison.
He told me about this months ago. I just didn't know who it was.
Okay.
You know, so we were talking, you know, just having a regular conversation, you know, and then he tells me that he killed somebody. So I'm like, wow, what happened? And in short, as he explained it to me, someone was trying to stick him, so he grabbed a knife and stuck them.
Mm-hmm.
This person ends up dying. So it's like, who was it? He said it was right off of Detroit Avenue and that it was a black guy.
Okay.
He didn't say how he looked or what his age was, just that it was a black guy.
Mm-hmm.
And that he was trying to rob him. Trying to take his money for some drugs or whatever.
Okay.
Never really said anything about like where he had stabbed him, just that he was bloody and that he had to get out his clothes or whatever. Charles must have told him.
Authorities were already familiar with him. Before pressing charges for Maurice's murder, investigators interviewed his estranged wife.
Last name?
Hospital, sir.
How you spell it?
U.S.C.A.T.E.L.
And your first name?
Charles. I'm on probation.
Let's see, you look familiar.
We had dealt with Charles a few times.
Are you and Charles like legally married?
Yes,
Okay.
we are legally married.
You're just separated at the moment?
Yeah, but not legally separated.
That's fine. I mean, you're just not living together right now, okay. Could you
Not
kind
the
of
first.
tell us what he kind of said?
The only thing that he said, he thinks that he killed somebody. And I'm like, yeah, right. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's like, oh, I got jumped. You know, he got into a physical altercation with somebody, you know, and that was it. Charlie's lied so many times about things that's happened to him. Like, you never know when to believe him.
Basically, he just in passing said, oh, I might have killed somebody, but never any details.
No. No. You know how many times he's said that before, and here in the end, ended up being a lie? Like, he would come home and, like, he sold our son's dog for drugs. He came home and said that somebody robbed him for that dog. I ended up finding out later on that he hurt himself
Just to make it look
to make it look that way, that we were, like, staying with kind of at that time. There was this old man, his name was George, and he used that cane on a daily basis. And for like a few days went by, and everybody's like, well, where's the cane at, Charlie? You know, somebody took the cane out of the house. And then hearing that he did have it, I mean, that's kind of messed up.
Charles is brought in for questioning by investigators.
So the long and the short of why you were here.
I'm gonna keep it real. You already know because I can tell by the way you're looking at me. You keep looking at me.
No, I keep looking at both of you guys, all right?
Your arrest for murder.
You had to know eventually this was coming.
Murder, I understand.
Well, we'll explain it.
Maurice explains to me.
Bring it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who's
So,
I know that guy.
Who is it?
I don't know his name right offhand.
You don't know his name?
his name?
No, because we did sexual favors for each other before.
So you would know his name then?
I know it's like Maurice or something like that. I don't know his last name or anything.
That's okay. Well, you know him as Maurice.
Yeah.
Okay, if there's something more that I need to know, now's the time. Okay? So, that being said, do you want to discuss this and give me your side of what occurred here?
His shoulders were slumped. He was pretty much sitting forward. I just felt like he was on the verge, almost from the beginning, to just tell us. I got to believe that this has weighed on you like a ton of bricks. And I've got to believe that over this time period, Charles, you probably have been feeling like you're drowning, okay? Trying to get this off your chest. But the only way to do it is to now come clean about it. I could see it on your face. And that's when I thought we really had a chance to get a confession at the beginning.
He invited me over.
Okay. In what way? Explain, how did he invite you? He called you on the phone?
Yes.
Okay, so he invited you over?
Yes, sir.
And then you walked there?
Yes.
Okay, then what? At that point that I had leaned in, I knew he was gonna tell us what happened. Then what?
I wouldn't do the things he wanted to, so he would repress me. And then I tried to move away from him, and I just got scared, and he grabbed me, and then he tried to get me first.
What do you mean he tried to get you? You gotta try to be as descriptive as you can.
Okay, here's a steak knife.
He got a steak knife, and he tried to get me with a steak knife, and I grabbed it away from him, and I went like this, and
Where did you get him?
like right here.
What happened after you got him there?
And I had a drag. I drove him off to the next room because I didn't know what to do. I was scared.
So you got him here.
Yeah, so
That's
he kept trying to grab me, and I kept trying to push myself off of him. And then I grabbed him like this to push myself away from him.
Did you stab him more than once?
No, so I didn't. I grabbed him by his neck like this.
You didn't stab him any more times
I
than
went
one
like
time?
this.
Did he just stop moving at that point?
I don't know if he did or not. I just threw a sheet over him and I left.
That's not the full story.
What about your shoes?
The shoes, they didn't have nothing on them.
Are those the same shoes?
No.
What kind of shoes did you have?
I had a pair of Converse on.
Converse, like Chuck Taylor's?
Yes.
So nobody came over, you were there by yourself, there was nobody else in the apartment with you, it was just you and Maurice?
Yes, sir.
There's something we still gotta clear up. The TV.
That's one of the things I got for sexual favors for. I got a TV.
So you walked out with the TV.
Yes.
How come you never came to tell us what happened? Did you just host
You
it? No one ever
had to
found
think that
out?
we were eventually gonna know because, we just have to wait for the lab stuff to come back, you know?
I know.
We got the
I watched
cane.
enough CSI to know that.
I'll be completely honest with you, Charles. I don't know where this is going to end up at the moment. Okay.
I watch enough of these stories to know where it's going to end up.
Charles pleaded guilty to murder, aggravated burglary and robbery, and was sentenced to life imprisonment. Maurice Goins was a kind man who worked hard and trusted the people around him. In the end, that trust cost him his life. His story is a reminder that evil doesn't always come from strangers. It often hides behind a familiar face. Justice may bring closure, but for those who loved Maurice, the loss will never fade.